so, so tough on this team not to have him in the middle of things. I mean, he is, the way this was built, it doesn't work without him. It just doesn't work. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, it's the reality of the situation. And, you've seen them this week where they have blown lead after lead, and nothing makes a team, here's an example. The last 6 save opportunities the Mets have had, they've closed the game once. I mean, and their bullpen has been tattooed. It has given up, it's been given up 8 hits here, 9 hits here, 10 hits here, 4-run innings, 3-run innings, 2-run innings, 5-run innings, 6-2, 5-3, 3-0, 5-1. Doesn't matter. Every night this goes on. And then couple some weird managing at times about who plays and who doesn't, who pinch hits and who doesn't, who stays in the game and who doesn't. There hasn't been a lot of consistent rational thought on that stuff. Makes it very, very hard. And, being a rookie manager is not easy. Making that transition is not an easy one. And a lot of times it's harder for pitching coaches. And he was a very successful pitching coach. But, a lot of times pitching coaches have struggled in this role. They really have. It's a very different role for them. And so far, he just hasn't connected very well. Now, you saw him or you heard him this time far angrier than he has been, far more direct with his criticism of his team than he has been in the past. It's been a lot of double talk and a lot of, stuff about process and about, certain things just basically just talking about method, process and stuff like that. The stuff you hear about all the time. You didn't get a lot of that here. You got a little more honesty here and a little more, really pessimistic talk about where they are right now and about how bad the situation is, but it's not good. It is a rough situation, and the one saving grace has been all along that the record has been better than they are because of the start they went through, the unlikely start that placed them in a good position record-wise. Well, they have dissipated that. They have given that all back, and now they're about to bounce to the other side of the street, to the side where you lose more games than you win, and they can pile up very quickly. So this is, without question, a very critical time, and no one has been more disappointing, and no one has left Met fans, more wanting and been more unhappy with anyone than they've been with Vargas this year, and that's who hits the mound tonight. For the Yankees, off a dramatic come-from-behind win in a game they did not play well in last night, a game that you would have never thought in the 8th inning they were going to win against the defending champs. They came back and won the game last night. Now they face a guy that, has at times really bewitched them. We'll see what happens. Keuchel has not had a great year. I mean, he hasn't been devastatingly bad, but he hasn't been up to his old ways. But he will be on the mound tonight against the best the Yankees have to offer, against Severino, who has been so sensational this year. We've almost gotten to the point now where we take Severino for granted. That's how good he has been. We'll see if he can deliver tonight against the Astros. The Yankees will go to Baltimore tomorrow. As we said, we'll have Aaron Boone and Buck for the weekend, and then to Detroit for a doubleheader on Monday. The Mets will be home against the Cubbies. So we have all that coming up tomorrow. We'll get to the NBA Finals. I promised Bill Simmons. I promised another NBA spot. I promised Buck Showalter and Aaron Boone. But right now, Yankee baseball is next.